Good day, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. Alright, so welcome back. Of course, we had the first episode of the season yesterday, so check that out if you haven't already seen that. We go through, you've already spoiled it if you haven't seen it because this is the new car. But yeah, check that out. We go over the driver lineup and the grid as a whole. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that commented on that video. You're all on screen now. You're all champions. It means so much you guys are interacting, and the feedback was genuinely positive. A couple didn't were a bit iffy on the car, which I was, so that is completely fine. Again, I just wanted to go something completely different. Maybe if we do it again, I'd make it a bit more like the 1 and 2 seasons, but the car looks completely different because the sponsors are completely different. So. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter what the car looks like. It matters that it's top of the grid, which we still are. Of course, we got Imola today. And a very interesting comment was about the weight stripping. And I completely forgot about this because weight stripping is actually in the base Motorsport Manager game. So it actually carries over the whole weekend. I thought it was for only one session. So I'm just clicking my YouTube channel to see who actually said that comment. Roadman actually said set weight stripping before practice because other teams use it in the first session. That's why he lost in qualifying. I honestly, for some reason, thought it was only in one session. So yeah, that's where I went wrong there. But we'll do it at practice now, so we get the performance boost all around the weekend. So thank you so much for that comment, and thank you for all the comments. Leave a like video if you enjoyed the series, enjoying the series, and comment down below any thoughts, suggestions, feedback, and subscribe if you're not already. But I'm sure you already are. Road to 1,000 has begun, and yeah, let's get Imola underway. All right, so here we are. Imola time, leaving Lance Stroll at home. Surprise, surprise there. Martini, we're going to go first. Give us a bit more incentive to get that pole position. We're going to get the weight stripping right this time. Improving parts wise, we've improved the reliability of the brakes. We couldn't do both of them in time. We're still going to be able to do a bit of weight stripping, but deacceleration is very important around Imola, so we should be able to get this brake part even better because we're going to be able to weight strip that down to like 60% reliability. We're working, the new suspension's done, where we've bridged that gap massively. Obviously, there's about almost 100 points difference between these two parts, but now we've got the best on grid, and that one's not far behind. So we're not bringing to weight strip that much off it, but it's already best on grid, and we're building a new gearbox to gap that to bridge that gap between the two gearboxes. We're probably gonna have to look at doing an engine next because that is sort of the next part naturally. So yeah, that is basically it. I'm gonna quickly renew all the pit crew because they could probably wait one more race actually. No, 3 races. Yeah, look, I'll just redo it because otherwise I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna renew them then, and then I'll do practice Q1, Q2, and I see you for Q3. Alright, so here we are, Q3 Imola. I actually forgot to do weight stripping in practice, but we did it in qualifying instead. And there's some serious pace here. We're going to do a super soft lap to start, but I'll let you know in a minute why we're going to do a soft run straight after this, because in Q1 we're about a tenth. Russell was in first place, but in Q2 we were a second and a half when we used the soft tyre. One run, we were a second and a half in front of second place, and then Norris. Man, I'm so used to Stroll being the second driver. Was a second in front of third place. He obviously took that second place. So we were front row lockout, and like by convincing margins. So I checked the difficulty. It's all the same. It's just they're much faster on the soft tire, which I mean, fair enough. So we'll try and go for 3 runs here. I don't know if we'll get it, but we're gonna go straight onto the soft run just in case we don't. But look, they're fast again. Hang on, let's double check this. It's definitely on hard. It's definitely on hard. I don't know why we're all of a sudden a second, because Q1 we had the weight stripping as well, and we weren't this quick. So we're going to go for a run on the softs now. Get Norris in, send him straight back out on the softs, and hopefully he can come back in and get a third run. But looks like we're not even going to get challenged here, as the Mercedes are actually struggling here, Imola. Yeah, behind both Red Bulls. Gasly actually in front of Ricardo as well. And that's there, we improve in both cars. It's just a joke. I don't know why we're so quick all of a sudden, but I'll definitely take a front row lockout if we can secure it, unless Leclerc pulls out a bit of pace right at the end there. I'm going to wait to a bit more grip on the track. I'm going to send out Russell, I guess, back on the softs. We want to save the softs, the super softs. Get on the super softs. We want to save the softs for the race, I suppose, if they're that quick. I mean, we never use the super softs in the race, so go mad on the supers. Quite a bizarre qualifying. And I actually went back to check. When I renewed all the pit crew, I made sure that I had all the right parts of the car as he sets fastest again. And again, another second and a half. And I actually didn't put the new suspension on, so lucky I went back and checked. So it rewarded me for checking the pit crew, and yeah, it came through. But a front row lockout, which is very weird after that Q1 win, but we're definitely not complaining. We sacrificed a lot of reliability in the car, so hopefully we don't run into problems. But yeah, that is our grid for the race. I'll see you for the race. Race day Imola. Now, what are we going to be able to do from this front row lockout between Russell and Norris, our two British drivers? I'm going to say Stroll so many times this season, but that is fine. You know who I mean. As I said, this is our weight stripping. We've lost 140% reliability, but gained 390 performance. We sacrificed a lot in the engine because it's important, and a lot on the brakes. So, you know, we're doing well so far, but hopefully we can get a just finish the way we're starting here. See how we go. Leclerc behind, Gasly behind him, Ricardo, Hamilton, Verstappen, Schumacher, Ilott, Sainz. Top 10, let's have a look. What's the start going to be? Perfect start. Norris is actually going to get Russell from the start here. But yeah, look at that. We are away, and Norris, we're going to follow on board him because he's the driver in front. And he is gunning it. He is already a second in front of Norris. This is going to be in front of Russell, so it's going to be a very good race by the looks of it. And Russell's already a second in front of Leclerc. And by very good, I mean good for us. The actual race is going to be quite boring. But hopefully our boys don't collide here. Let's have a fair race, lads. Please, please. Oh, Russell goes down the inside. Good work, lads, but just that's it now. I mean, no, it's not it. If you want to go home again, try and take the position back, you're entitled to, Norris, but looks like Russell's going to pull away, which is good for my heart. I've had too many coffees today to be having heart pressure raised. Blood pressure, I should say. But we're already 4 seconds in front of Leclerc. Hamilton and Verstappen are nowhere to be found. I don't know why they're so slow this weekend. But right now, we'll take quite a commanding lead of the championship as things stand. And they all got a pit, and we're just zooming ahead. I don't know what we're doing differently this weekend, but I gotta say I'm enjoying it. I've really gotta say I'm enjoying it. Zooming ahead, and the gap is ridiculous. This weight stripping, this is what I was worried about, the weight stripping, but why wasn't it like this last weekend? It's just this weekend it's decided, you know what, you're going to be really good, and it's going to be about a minute in front almost by the time we make our pit stops. But we're going to just look after these tyres. We don't really have to push at all. We can make these last as long as they want. We can even pit again. You know, we don't have to make these tyres last. We should just make sure we get the fastest lap, really, which at the moment we do have with Russell. And we're going to start lapping cars pretty soon, and we are lapping cars already. 20 laps into this race, and we're lapping cars. No Mazepin on the grid either. Vettel right at the back there, who haven't pit yet. So that puts them even further behind. But Norris is going to look to pit now. He's going to go onto the softs, and even if he doesn't make it, again, it doesn't matter. We don't want to overcharge his battery, though. We just don't want to make a habit of overcharging batteries, really. That's the plan this season. This save, even. Just if you're playing Motorsport Manager, don't overcharge batteries. It's a good rule of thumb, really. And we got a good pit crew in, and use all your battery. We'll bring Russell in as well. He'll make it on the softs, even if he doesn't. Like I said, we can just pit him again. We're that far in front. It's kind of a no-brainer. We don't want to sacrifice too much time, so pit him in nicely. Russell will come out well in front of Norris, and yeah, they're going to have to pit again anyway. So we are well and truly smashing at this race. I don't know why. Like I said, anyway, I think I'll just skip ahead and I'll bring you back. I don't want the video to be too short, but I'll bring you back later. Alright, so with about 9 laps to go, we've pitted the boys on supers just to give them a bit of a fun qualifying session, really. We're almost 2 minutes in front of Leclerc with Russell. Honestly, yeah, don't know what's going on this weekend, but they've pitted another time. We've made our tyres last. Yeah, look, no words can explain how easy that race was. I had a feeling in Q2, I was like, how the heck are we 1.5 seconds ahead? Like my use of Hector, PG channel, but a minute ahead of Norris there as well. So a minute to Norris and then another minute to Leclerc puts us comfortably in. To be fair, the parts did line up. We had a good engine, good brakes. We had good reliability on both those things. Oh, and I missed us winning the race. But the anthem is playing. Don't you forget it. I'm not forgetting it once this season. That is the goal. But yeah, we had the parts. We had the reliability as well, so we could weight strip them. Yeah, what a race. It's a completely dominant performance. Hopefully get a few more of those this season. Not too many, because that was pretty dull as a video, and it makes the video pretty short. But let's go see. Is that our first one too? No, I think we got one last season. One last season. And Pure Gasly actually got a 10-second time penalty just to add insult to injury for the AI. And there you go. One lap behind is Charles Leclerc. The confetti's falling. We're having a party here. It's weird not to see Hamilton on the podium, to be honest, but Charles Leclerc will take his spot. Well, Lando takes Hamilton's spot. Leclerc takes Stroll's spot. Usually it's Hamilton there, but today it's Lando. It's a British day today. Up the lads. What a race that was. And we go top. Russell goes top. Quite 7 points ahead of Hamilton already. And we're 17 points clear of Merck. A beautiful day. Alright, so I'm going to stop showing the interview because it's the same questions. It's quite boring. I got asked which is the better driver. Again, just go the driver that's in front. But what a race it was today in Imola. Now, quite a boring race, so I think I'm going to play Portimao now. I shouldn't. I got work tomorrow, but I'm going to play it. It's a back-to-back weekend, so there's not as much work for me anyway. So that's going to be uploaded in an hour from now if you're watching when it's released. It's probably already up if you're watching anyway, but yeah, check that out. Double upload today, and I also got a real life football video, and I got some content ideas that I really want to put into the works for Euros. It might be up tomorrow night, but maybe not. So don't get your hopes up too much. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, even though it was quite a quick race. But we dominated today in Imola. It was great to see the car at full fruition. Yeah, when we want, weight stripping really helps us out. So look, if we're continuing like that, we might have to boost up the other cars using the old save editor. I'm not going to do that every race this season. I'll just fall asleep. So, and if I'm falling asleep playing the game, you guys watching will be bored as well. So hopefully it's just a really good track for us, and we'll start to see some of the other teams start to bounce back a bit, get the pit strategies down pat. It looks like there's going to be a bit of rain next weekend. So yeah, I'll see you for that one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe if you're not already, but I'm sure you already are. This has been Spartan Willy, bit of a different outro, and I will see you in the next one.